Welcome to the Players Club. This is episode 1. I'm going to teach you guys exactly how to monetize your social media platform, find exactly what works for you, and most importantly, how to make money the right way, okay? First things first, there's 3 methods to monetize social media platforms. Method number 1 is through affiliate marketing. Method number 2 is through running an e-commerce website or a site. That means having your own product. And method number 3 is through personal branding, okay? Affiliate marketing is you essentially selling other people's products in return for a percentage. That could be a digital product, that could be a physical product, that could be a course, that could be an ebook. Whatever you are selling, it's not your own product that you own. You're selling it for another company or another person, and you're getting a percentage of that, okay? Second, the thing about affiliate marketing is this. With affiliate marketing, you don't necessarily have to be great at business. You don't have to be great at content creating. You really don't have to be great at any business related aspects to make money off affiliate marketing. It's actually one of the easiest things that you can do, and it's very low capital and also very low barrier of entrance. Why? Well, because you don't have to do anything for it except make content. That's it. Now, when I said you gotta be good at talking or ultimately be pretty or anything like that, I essentially mean you can do affiliate marketing faceless, right? You've heard about those faceless channels and those faceless pages, right? Where they're just promoting Andrew Tate videos. Andrew Tate is a great example. He had a whole bunch of affiliate marketers. They were all selling his platform. His online school called HU. And every person who was selling it, HU was selling for about 50 bucks. They're getting a percentage of that sale. So let's say, you post Andrew Tate clips, and inside of his clips, let's say you get 20,000 views in the span of a month, which is very easy to do with the tactics that I'm going to teach you inside the Players Club. Well, within that 20,000 views, let's say you get an average conversion ratio of 10%. That's about 200. Okay, so 200 is 10% of 20,000, and with that number, those 200 views, let's say those 200 people convert into another 10%. That's going to be 20, right? So 20 people purchase your product. Let's say the product was 50 bucks. Well, that's 20 people purchasing a $50 product. That is, what is that? 10,000? No, that's $1,000. Just like that, right? $50, 20 people purchasing it. That's $1,000 bucks. That's simple. That's how much money somebody will make if they're averaging about 20,000 views a month from posting literal Andrew Tate clips. It's that simple, and there's certain ways that you do that. But that's affiliate marketing. You can also be posting products, like you see TikTok Shop affiliates, very common, it's very big right now. You have YouTube affiliates, or you can grow a platform big enough to where brands reach out to you and they have you sell products like Fashion Nova. I actually work with a lot of Fashion Nova people. I have a contract with Fashion Nova personally that we work with, and we pretty much produce content creators for them and send it over to them to get them, on a contract with Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova does do a monthly retainer, but they also do affiliates, okay? So that's first. Secondly, what do we say second? Second was going to be selling a product yourself. So that's e-commerce, right? So you hear about Amazon FBA, you hear about drop shipping, you hear about, TikTok Shop, so on and so forth. All of these platforms allow you to pretty much build out your own business and sell from a storefront, right? So Amazon, TikTok Shop, Etsy, YouTube Shop, all of these platforms are essentially produce customers for you, right? And they are essentially free traffic, okay? Now you use something called SEO, which is search engine optimization, to rank on these platforms, and this will allow you to get sales or traffic. You don't necessarily have to run ads, although running ads is good for you, okay? Now that's secondly. Upside about running a shop, selling your own products, is first things first. When you sell your own products, you choose your own prices, right? You determine what the market value is of your product, which allows you to make as much money as you want to, per se, right? Downside of it is you're in competition with a lot of business owners, and the other downside is you need capital. You need a decent amount of capital. I wouldn't say a lot of capital, but you need a decent amount of capital, because you have to order these products in order to run ads. You have to order these products in order to fulfill. You have to order these products in order to ultimately run the business, right? And then you also got to be able to make money for ads. There's ways that you can avoid that, but I'll teach that later on in this course. And last but not least, this is actually my personal favorite, and that's building a personal brand, which a lot of you guys may be doing. Building a personal brand allows you to pretty much make money for free. Now, there's upsides and downsides of it. Building a personal brand is a lot harder to maintain because you are now the face of the brand, right? Or you're the CEO or the owner of the business. So you have a lot of things that you have to manage. That's employees, that can be, you know, finances, that could be accounting, that could be everything like that, you know, profit and loss margins. You're your own boss now, so it's a lot of responsibility. So it's time to put on your big boy pants and learn how to take care of yourself ultimately. So although everybody says building a personal brand is all glamour and sunshine, it is. It's a lot of money. There's a lot of upside to it, but the only issue with it is it's a lot of responsibility. So if you aren't ready to take on responsibility, then building a personal brand is just not for you. Okay, those are the 3 methods. Now, if you want to learn how to monetize each method, how to start, I'm going to be dropping separate videos for those. For now, I want everybody to go into the comment section and comment down below any questions that they have. And then I also want you guys to go into the Discord. If you're part of the Players Club free Discord, I want you guys to go ahead and comment in there your first name, your last name, and why you joined the community. Okay, now if you want a one-on-one mentorship with me, I'm not selling you on this, but if you would like to join it, there's a one-on-one mentorship that you can apply for and see if you qualify to join our mentorship, because we only allow a certain amount of people in there. Okay, we do not want to get past 50 people. Okay, and we're almost full already. We already have over 47 people applying to get into the mentorship. Not everybody gets accepted because we like it to be exclusive, and most importantly, because it's a mentorship, y'all, I can't manage 100 people one-on-one. I simply can't, right? Unless I have a team. So with that being said, it's me taking time and energy out of my day to make sure that you are successful. I'm going to be walking you through step-by-step how to build all 3 of these platforms. Now, let me introduce who I am and what I do and what I have accomplished. I don't like doing this in the beginning just because I really feel like it's not that relevant, but some of you guys may be curious why you should listen to me, why you should do the mentorship, who am I and what have I done and how have I gotten all of the, you know what I'm saying, everything that I have, you know what I mean? First things first, my name is June, aka June Too Smooth. A lot of you guys might have known me from TikTok. You might have known me from YouTube. I've accumulated over 7, 8, 10, 50, I don't even know if it could be 100 million views across social media platforms. I have a YouTube page that I've accumulated over 10K in revenue. I have a TikTok page that I've accumulated over $200,000 in revenue. I have a brand page that I've accumulated over 500K in revenue. These are just my personal brands that we're talking about right now, okay? So far, that is almost 900 or 700,000. I'm not sure what the exact number is, right? And then I have Instagram page that I'm currently growing right now. We are currently at 5,000 followers as we speak. I think 4.4K. So by the time you guys are seeing this, we might be at 5K, we might be at 6K, we might be at 10K, who knows, right? But with that being said, I also have TikTok pages that I've had over 100,000 followers, 20K, 30K, 50K, 10K. I mean, I have so many TikTok pages that I've grown to so many large amounts of audiences. I've done Twitch before too. Really successful. I'm actually gonna be doing Twitch pretty consistently from this point forward. And obviously this is my new YouTube page that you guys are watching me off of. But with that being said, I don't know what platform you guys came from, but that's my personal brand story, right? With that, I actually started my own clothing brand called Norbell's. It's pretty successful. It's doing its thing. It's very successful. Accumulated a good amount of money on there. I don't like to expose the numbers on stuff that I'm currently doing, but with that, we made a decent chunk of money. It's definitely my 3rd highest paying business that I've ever made or created. Now, where I made most of my money has been through e-commerce. So I started off with, I own a beauty supply and physical storefront, so I'm not like a lot of these gurus that you guys hear about. I wasn't really a guru my whole life. I was just an influencer who just did business. People just kept asking me for advice, and they asked me, hey, can you coach me? Can you mentor me? So I just made a group chat, you know what I mean? But with that being said, I opened my first beauty supply when I was 16 years old. Made my first 6 figures on there, and that's on paper. You could look that up. With that, when COVID hit, the beauty supply unfortunately got shut down because I couldn't afford the overhead costs. A lot of y'all don't know what overhead is. It's essentially just the amount of money that you have that you need to pay in order to maintain the business. But because of COVID-19, if you guys remember COVID, customers aren't coming in, people weren't getting sales, so I wasn't getting money, right? So I had to go ahead and shut the business down. I had to shut the store down, but I had a whole bunch of products that I had to liquidate. Liquidating means I had to sell, right? I had a whole bunch of products that I had to sell. And it was well over 6 figures worth of products. So one of my buddies told me about Amazon FBA, which is Amazon Fulfillment by Amazon. And I got into it really, really early, was very, very successful. That was my first 30K month. I actually made $30,000 in a day off of Amazon FBA. And it was off of a hairspray called Jerome Russell Hairspray. Y'all can look that company up. Unfortunately, Jerome Russell did threaten to sue me. They sent me a cease and desist letter simply because I actually was violating copyright infringement and I didn't have rights to actually sell their products because I had a contract with a wholesaler to sell products in a storefront. I started selling the products online. And because I was selling so much of their products, I popped up on their radar and they unfortunately threatened to take me to court. And I was very young. I think I was like 19 at the time or something like that, and I was scared. I didn't know what to do, so I was like, I made a good amount of money at this point. It was well over 6 figures, and I had my first 30K day. But I shut the store down. But I knew from that day forward that e-commerce is the way to go. Selling products online is the way to go. Now, what type of product that was going to be, I didn't know, but I knew how to sell products online. At that point, I think I had like 57,000 followers on TikTok. I think my name might have been June Too Smooth, I think it still was, or JR. It was something like that. I don't know. I had so many pages, but whatever. That's besides the point. Fact of the matter is, at the moment, I still had a pretty big TikTok page. I was growing it. It was pretty successful, but at the same time, I was making a good amount of money. From there, I switched over to, what did I do after that? I did SMMA. I started a marketing agency where I help a lot of businesses and brands monetize their platform, which is kind of what I'm teaching you guys here. But I don't do it for businesses anymore. I do it for personal brands. I could still do it for businesses, but I prefer doing it for influencers, people like y'all. And KK Body. I was specializing in industries. The industry that I was specializing in was actually what was it called? It was body contouring. So I was reaching out to a whole bunch of body contouring businesses. That's where I learned how to do sales, how to speak properly and things like that. I've always been a great speaker, but me cold calling these businesses, and this was very early. I was cold calling and doing SMMA before anybody else was, you know what I mean? Before Iman Ghazi got big and everybody like that. With that being said, it's very clear, guys, that I've been pretty successful with a lot of things that I've done. I realize now that with all the success that I've had, I've actually been taking a lot of time out to help people else out. Help my little sister grow her TikTok page to bigger than where I'm at. She's currently at 121,000 followers. Her name is Barbie. Y'all can look her up. Helped somebody else grow their Instagram page to over 20,000 followers. Another person grow their Instagram page to over 50,000 followers. And now I just manage influencers. Then I just took it upon myself to really be like, dang, I made a good amount of money and I'm extremely young. And, I don't think a lot of young people really understand how much potential is behind social media as far as financial freedom. And I really just want to help the kid that I was, you know what I mean? Like, I was where you are at today, like right now. Whether you're at your first 1K or you're at your first 10K, or you might be at your first 20K a month, but you just don't know how to scale that to that 100,000 or 200,000. I've been there before, or you can be somebody who's at zero. I've been there too. So my biggest thing is just looking back and helping those people who are, struggling or are looking to scale, looking for a mentor to work with, and just helping you scale to the next level. And the reason why I have a free Discord is because I want to be able to help everybody, right? So if you can't afford to meet with me one-on-one, at least you'll get these videos at the least, right? And then, the larger or the more you advance throughout the Players Club, and whether you become an elite member, you become a supreme member, or you become a one-on-one mentorship member, the more you learn, the more you can gain, you know what I mean? So from this stage right here, these videos will help you make a little bit of money, but this won't get you to the 20, 50, 100K months. It truly isn't, right? That might be the second group chat, right? The new elite, right? And then that's like 50 bucks a month. You know what I mean? The reason why I charge for that one is because I have to take more time out of my day in order to help you guys out. So I feel like if I got to invest time and money, you have to invest time and money. And it's not necessarily about me, it's more or less about the fact that there's a statement that states, if somebody doesn't invest into a product, then they don't value it, right? And I want you guys to see the value behind the product, which is why I obligate people to invest some type of skin into the game. And the amount of return that you're going to get off of that $50 is going to be 10x, right? You're going to make way more than $50 back. So it's irrelevant about the 50. It's the fact that, you know, I want you to see the value of which you are getting in there. And I also don't want to make it free, because there's going to be people in there who might take advantage of it, and that's not fair to you, right? That's not fair to you who puts extra skin and extra work into the game, right? And I've had a free Discord, a free community before, and I gave all this game out completely for free. All of it for free. Anybody who knows me for TikTok, I've given all this game out for free, and only 3 people actually used the game and actually made their first 10K. There was 197 people inside that Discord. Only 3 people used it. So that's one thing my mentor taught me. One thing I've learned over time is somebody doesn't have skin in the game. If they're not invested, then they're not going to use it. It's that simple. And then the last one is the one-on-one mentorship. And that's just ultimately because at that point, you should be at a level where you're able to invest in yourself. And this is when you're ready to come play with the big boys. Put on your big boy pants and play in the big boy league, man. All right? This is when you're making 20, 30, 40K a month, and you're ready to make that 100,000, 200,000 a month, $1 million a year, and you're ready to invest inside yourself. And the one-on-one mentorship is not going to be cheap, but it's going to be worth it, right? It's not about the money, it's about the value that you see behind it. So if you're ready to scale to that point where you want to make 2, 3, 4, 500K, $1 million, that's when we do that one-on-one mentorship with me, where I walk you through stuff every single day. And I'm only taking 10 people for the one-on-one mentorship. I'm only mentoring 10 people because I cannot be at 50 places at once. I simply cannot. But the second community is 50. The first community, which is free, is as many people as they want, because I'm not going to be on there every single day. I'm just going to be posting this content for you guys, giving you guys free game, and maybe having some of my team get answering some of your questions. Okay? So with that being said, I hope you liked the video. Give us a big thumbs up. Ask me any questions that y'all have, because it might be inside my next video. And invite more people into the Discord, because it's completely for free, but they have to be business people, right? The Discord does require for you to get accepted. So these have to be business people. Invite people who have business background, or they're trying to start doing a business and they're serious about what they're doing. And they're just in there to play games, because this isn't a game area. And if you are playing a game and you aren't making any income, we want everybody to post their monthly incomes when they make their first couple of dollars. So this motivates each other. We want to keep this inside the group chat. If you aren't posting any income, you aren't active, you will be removed from the chat. You will be kicked out, and you won't be allowed to get back in, okay? Now down below is a link to the one-on-one mentorship, and there's the link to the Players Club. If you want to go ahead and access those two, go ahead and do your thing. Aside from that though, man, hit this video with a huge thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and let's get it, man. I hope everybody has a great rest of their summer, and let's go into this next year with a banger video, man. Let's get it.